he had was a couple years ago with the DUI, and that was the last live I covered on here a few days ago. But other than that, that was Brian Hebner, who was the referee in that match of Jeff Hardy versus Sting for the TNA Victory Road TNA World Championship match on the line. Sting is champion. Quick pin within a minute, 28 seconds, literally 90-second match. One of the fastest World Championship matches in history. Right down there under with Shane versus Daniel Bryan for 18 seconds. This match is down there with that too. If anybody is, we'll have another interview. And this time it is Dutch Mantell. We know Dutch Mantell is a legendary wrestling head. He's been a wrestler for many, many years. AKA Zeb Coulter from WWE. Has his own podcast, Story Time with Dutch Mantell. So salute to him. We will see what he has to say about this whole debacle between Jeff Hardy and Sting back in 2011. So let's see what Mr. Dutch Mantell has to say regarding this match. Justin Berry, salute to you.
Another guy that you don't hear that much about, but you saw the match on TV, was Sting. Jeff Hardy, not Sting. And they still have this match on YouTube. Jeff Hardy and Sting. When Bischoff was there. And he was so messed up. Now, I wasn't there then, but they tell me the story. They even questioned even having the match. And I think Bischoff went to the ring, and without a microphone, he just said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do, blah, 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 blah." And you could see Jeff there. He's wavering. He's like smoke going up. And the match lasted about 3-4 minutes.
If that.
Awful match. And anybody noticing that knew that something was wrong with him. But one time, even a year or so before that, we had Jeff supposedly we had him, and we gave him this finish early on the night. He was got to run in the ring and help somebody. But this beatdown went on and on and on and on, and send Jeff. Well, we didn't know where he was. Send Jeff. And we went, now a bunch of us go flying, looking out to where Jeff could have gone to. I find him outside the studio in a car listening to music, and I beat on his window, and he said, "Yeah, man, yeah." I said, this was like 5 minutes after he was supposed to be there. And I said, "Man, you got to go in the ring now. They've been waiting on you for 5-10 minutes. Not that long, but I exaggerated a little bit." And he got up, went through the wrong door because that was the shortest door to go through. Went in and got in the ring and finished it. And then when they wanted to know where he was, I told him, I said, "He's out there in the car. He's messed up." He didn't even know where he was or what he was supposed to do. And if it hadn't been for heels, he'd come in the ring and they attacked him and told him to hit me back. He didn't know where he was. But yet, they signed into this lucrative contract. So therefore, he was doing more damage than what he was doing good.
I mean, it's amazing
but yet,
that TNA got away with it.
Well, I didn't sign him. They did. I would have said, "Listen, if he's that bad of shape, I think we need to find a homegrown talent and kind of do something with that." Because this guy's, I think, the guy was great. He was. Who was I just talking about? Hardy?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot it. Jeff's the greatest guy in the world. The friendliest guy in the world. And probably the most kind-hearted guy in the world. If he's straight, I mean, I have known never anybody say anything wrong about Jeff Hardy personally, because there's nothing to say wrong about. He's just, if you met him and he's straight, you'd like him. Everybody would like him because he's so nice. But when he gets peeled up and it starts hurting your business, it's time to have a little, let's go have a little come to Jesus talk. But they never did it. And I think we finally had to send him home. I don't know what that deal was. I never delved into it, but that's the problems that sometimes creative gets saddled with. And I don't care who was booking. I'll go back to what I said on my last show. I don't care if Quentin Tarantino was producing the show. He couldn't have helped out Jeff Hardy at that particular time in his life. He needed to go to rehab, which he's been to now for several times, yet he still has a problem with it. And of course, the end of that problem is something happen if they die, if they OD. And that's what WWE at least had the foresight to see. This guy has the possibility of dying on our watch. And see, they don't worry about just WWE. They worry about their advertisers. They worry about all the kids they sell at Christmas. And this guy dying of a drug overdose when he was such a huge star to kids, how's that going to affect us with our advertisers? Not good. So they said, well, we got to cut him loose before he cuts us.
Now, the funny thing is that they fired Jeff, now this off the top of my head, in 2003 for drug use, and I don't think he wants to go to rehab. Goes straight to TNA, who hire him, and then TNA fire him. Am I assuming TNA fired him eventually for drugs as well? And then he goes straight back to WWE in like 2008 or something.
See, well, he was a great of both worlds for Jeff. All he would have to do is tell WWE, okay, I went to drug rehab for 30 days. I listened to him. I'm better now. Oh, great. Start back. And when he starts back, he's great for about a month. And it's a little more and a little more and a little more, and they inherit the same problem they thought they'd gotten rid of.
All right, that's Dutch Mantell speaking on the infamous Jeff Hardy versus Sting 2011 Victory Road. He said, interesting, that he saw Jeff Hardy before he started the match with Sting. He said he was sitting in his car, and he said, people are looking for you. This was 5 minutes. So this explained why Jeff Hardy was getting in just in time through the curtain, which was 45 seconds too. He was trying to go through one door, as Dutch Mantell said, but he couldn't, and he ran right in. Now, he kept saying that Jeff Hardy's a good guy, genuinely good guy, but the thing about it is he couldn't stay off the alcohol and the drugs. And that's probably, and he also said some key too, this is why WWE didn't want to be bothered with Jeff Hardy anymore, because WWE, of course, is a publicly traded company. They got sponsors. They think about their fan base, and someone like Jeff Hardy in his condition and his state of mind could